And we're live, gentlemen.
Nice.
All right.
Welcome everybody to the Gnawcast. I'm Slowking. I'm Graham Slowking.
I'm Reid. I'm Reid Slowking.
I'm
Okay.
Lightrose Slowking.
Sgt Picklehead. Picklehead Slowking.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. And today we have special guest on.
And I'm
Yes.
Alex.
Alex.
Hey, we're supposed to
Yes.
introduce you. Shut
Right.
up.
Yeah, guys. Special guest star Alex Kring of the Kring Ding. The Kring Ding newspaper
Nice.
service.
Thank you.
And
Chat video service.
yeah. So, you might recall that this podcast was started in 2019. It's currently 2020.
The last one we did was like in July.
A little bit ago.
Yeah.
It was June.
Yeah.
was
I
long
always
time
enjoyed
ago.
watching those.
ago.
It was a long time ago. But
It was
basically,
like, well,
but a quick rundown of what happened. There was an episode 2 that was recorded, but the audio is screwed up, and I don't wanna fix it. So here we are.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
what?
How you change your profile pic? Because I feel like
This is not exactly the time.
Okay, so in Discord,
I have like.
you gotta make sure
I
you're
don't
using
know,
dark
like,
mode. This won't work if you're not using dark mode. You gotta click on the gear.
Because I have like a pig snout for a profile pic or something.
Oh my god.
What a legend.
Welcome to our movie podcast and Discord support.
I've had Discord for over a year now.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Oh
You
my
have,
God.
haven't you?
Yeah, he has. His name is Brian Snap.
So you press the gear, it'll say user setting.
Oh my gosh, this is so
Okay,
funny.
hold up. Oh, where's the
And
gear
then-
at?
Are we actually going through with this?
Where's-
guess we
hold
are.
up,
Yeah.
so
Oh
can I
my
change it in
god.
the call?
You press the gear, and then it'll show
Where's the
you
gear at?
my accounts.
Oh my god.
It's in the bottom left.
All I see in the bottom. Wait, is that to exit the call to do it?
No,
you should.
below that. Directly below that.
Below what?
I'm gonna time this and see how long it
Good.
takes.
He's on his phone, Reid, probably.
Oh, he
Okay,
is?
wait, hold up. All right. Where's the
Okay,
gear at?
that's a little different then. You're on your phone.
Let's worry
Yeah, I'm
about.
on my phone.
Do you want to worry about that?
Probably should worry about this.
We'll
After
figure
the
it out
podcast?
later then.
Hold up. Hold up.
Not while we're actually live.
Yeah.
I'm editing my account.
It's all right. All right.
Okay, so you got it.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's gonna just change to like an.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna change
soon.
to like some.
to-
It's gonna change to a ridiculous image.
Yeah.
It's gonna change to the image I sent to Reid earlier today.
Grinch PP. Calling it now.
Oh God.
Did you just fucking say orange pee?
He
I
did.
said Grinch. I said Grinch. It's
Grinch.
green.
It's gonna change it to this image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you keep sending that picture to me?
Cause it's such an iconic photo.
Is that Dick Cheney?
It's-
Me.
That's Dick
Yeah.
Cheney during 9/11.
It's the dick. It's the dick.
Hey,
It's
I got
Dick.
something for you, Graham.
What?
Here, hold on.
Uh
You're gonna love this one.
oh. Okay.
Are we putting this? It's pickle crabs.
Wow, look at that. It's pretty good. It's
All right,
pretty
should
crap.
we
Okay,
actually
that
like?
got a nice chuckle out of me.
Yeah,
Should
it's
we
chuckle.
actually be on topic? Maybe.
I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Alex.
we can-
Alex, are you ready?
No,
Are
we don't
you
wait for
doing-
Alex. We'll
Is
just
my
start.
image changed yet, Graham?
No, it hasn't.
You know what? I'm just gonna start anyway.
We just have to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll make do with this pig snout.
This was also something I forgot to talk about before we started recording this. But for the last episode, the movie we had to watch was the Meyerowitz Stories. Everybody here has not watched it. I know that for sure. Would
I
you guys-
watched. Yeah, we watched. Oh, we watched it. Yeah.
No, I was
one
gonna
cares
watch it during
about your
quarantine.
crappy art house Adam Sandler movie.
I mean, I've seen it. I just haven't seen it. Like,
Whoa.
I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
2
kidding. I'm
years?
sorry. I'm kidding.
That's a bold
It's been a
statement.
while since
Wow.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Do you guys want to?
Get,
Do you want to?
get,
What were you gonna say?
get this man off the call.
No,
out,
no.
kick him out.
We already
Okay.
have punch drunk love. We don't need
Kick
him.
Robert out.
We just have
Kick him out.
something.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Come on. But I was thinking, would you like to talk about it at the end of the episode, or would you like to wait until the next episode where we talk about that and another movie?
Let's wait, just because
No one's
if we
seen that.
wait, we can actually watch it and then like have concise
Yeah.
thoughts on it.
I've seen
Because
it.
it's been a while since I've seen it.
I've seen it 8 times, so it's okay. It's
I was
okay.
actually planning on watching it this week because I have nothing else to do.
All right, so then let's plan on whenever our next podcast may be, which will probably be this week.
Yeah.
Because
I don't
none
know,
of us
guys.
have
Like,
anything
I'm
better
just
to
so
do.
busy. It's not like
We'll
I'm
celebrate the
busy.
quarantine being lifted.
Yeah. Or just continuing. We'll celebrate 1 week of the quarantine.
Yeah.
So what are we going to talk about first then?
So, I figured what we can do. Last episode, all of us went down the line and recommended a film that they have watched recently. I figured we could start off by doing something similar. How does that sound?
Okay, so just recommend one film.
Yeah, just like talk about it, why you like it.
How recently does it have to be? Like coming out this year or like?
It's just just a movie, bro.
Just,
Any
something
movie.
you've watched recently. It can be from
Any movie that you want to, or that any movie that you want others to watch.
yeah.
Okay.
So who wants to start?
I guess I'll go first. I guess.
All right.
Okay.
I think a movie that I want to recommend is Dolomite is my name. Like
Dolomite.
I really liked that movie.
Is that with
I
Eddie?
didn't watch it.
So
It's
it's about
really good.
Yeah, it's got Eddie Murphy in it, and he hasn't been in anything forever. It's got Keegan-Michael Key, Wesley Snipes. It's basically about I forget what his name is. What is his name?
Dolomite.
No, Rudy Ray Moore. That's his name.
Yeah.
And he creates this character in the 70s when blaxploitation was really big. And it's like Eddie Murphy is friggin' awesome. The soundtrack, the jokes are it's such a likable movie. And for me personally, like I couldn't stop smiling throughout the entire thing. And it ends on such a good note. And it's just a really enjoyable film. And like right now, everything's going to hell, and it's just like takes your
Mhm.
mind off of it. It's not like amazing, but it's really well done.
I'll
And-
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I do want to watch it.
It is on
wanted to watch
Netflix.
it for a while.
Yeah,
I'll
it's really good. I really enjoyed it too, Ethan.
What is it like out of 10?
Yeah.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
I also gave it an 8 out of 10.
But I liked it, so.
Yeah.
Can't all be 10s, but every now and then you want a nice 8.
All right,
Yeah.
who's next?
All right.
Oh boy, guys, I got a film for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh no, Robert. I think I know what you're going to say.
Suicide Squad.
Right, there's this new movie that came out where Will Smith turns himself into a fucking bird. What?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Pickle. I thought you were gonna say
I thought you were going to say Pickle
Gee.
too.
He turned himself
I've
into
seen
a
that
pigeon.
one, bro.
Oh wait, no, I'm just kidding. But what's it called anyways? I don't even remember.
Spies
Oh,
in the
Spies
I don't
in
even know.
Skies.
Did you watch that?
Like that one. We got to watch Spies in the Sky.
Okay, I got a story about that. Like me.
No,
and-
let me say my recommendation first, Alex.
Alex,
Well, no, your recommendation is.
I was joking.
it was a joke.
Okay. Anyways, my actual recommendation. This one I know Graham and Reid have seen it because I've showed it to them. But this is like the film I recommend to everyone when they ask me, and
Oh,
that's
I already-
Memento.
Yeah.
Memento?
It's a really
Oh,
good
you
movie.
recommend that
I haven't
one.
seen that yet. Yeah.
Really good movie. It's by Christopher Nolan. I think this is like the first movie that I've seen that was like a legitimate mindfuck. It's so good.
It's really good.
Doesn't it start in like reverse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts with the end and then ends with the beginning.
Yeah.
It's
What's
it's really cool.
So is it just cool because it's a mindfuck, or is there like good dialogue? Like,
Well, it's
It's directed by Christopher Nolan.
Everything about it's good.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. Everything about it's pretty good.
out of 10.
10 for me.
It was a solid 8 for me.
It was an 8
Ooh.
for me as well.
It's to be defined because I haven't seen it. for
Yeah.
me.
haven't
There's
seen it
there's
either.
just a lot of technical stuff that goes into Memento that's really incredible. Just thinking about how Christopher Nolan would pull off a story like that, telling it in reverse, and the way the dialogue and
bet-
scenes are shaped.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
I bet this
Wasn't
script
it
is really
super low
weird.
budget too?
Oh yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
really low budget.
Alright, it's cool.
Robert, do you have anything else to say on it?
No, just watch it. I don't want to say too much. About
Yeah.
It, 'cause that's like,
Doesn't it star the bad guy from Iron Man 3?
I don't know.
he is the main character.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I guess I can go next. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? All right.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
All right. Well, I guess I could talk about a Safdie Brothers movie, but
I have no idea what
But,
this is going to be.
but no, I'm actually not going to do that. Daddy
Oh,
Longlegs
you
is
aren't?
really good, but that's not what I was going to talk about. So there's
So
this.
you're gonna talk about Adam Sandler.
We'll talk about funny Adam Sandler Uncut Jet. All right. So there's this movie called Frownland. It's by this guy Ronald Bronstein, who
Wait, what's
wrote
it called again?
Frownland.
Frownland.
So it's
I don't
by
think
this
I've heard of
guy
that one.
Ronald Bronstein, who wrote Uncut Gems, Daddy Longlegs, Heaven Knows What with the Safdie brothers. He also edited Uncut Gems, Good Time.
Oh,
So he's like the co-writer, co-editor, and he made this film back in 2007. He spent 5 years making this movie, and he shot it on Super 16. And it's this really, really weird experimental art film that just follows these super unlikable people in super awkward circumstances. And it's a really, really short movie, but each scene is dragged out to its absolute limit, and it makes you just like, you hate everybody in it, but like it's hard not to watch. It's hard not to be invested in what's going on. It's such a unique movie. I don't think I've like seen anything quite like it. If that makes any sense.
So
I've heard some of the soundtrack for it, and it's really good.
The soundtrack is like it's from another planet, and I had to buy a vinyl to get the soundtrack because it's not anywhere on the internet. It's just such a weird movie.
So like, is it good or is it just weird?
It's really good. I think what it was trying to achieve really works, and I think that's why it's so good for me. It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
10 out. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
Reid, have you your turn, right?
Yeah, I read.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out myself. I think I want to recommend a movie that came out in 1989.
1889?
Wow.
1989.
Oh, I was like, whoa, we're going back.
Did I say 1889?
No, I
Yeah, you
heard
did.
it.
1989. It is called Kiki's Delivery Service,
Oh,
What
okay.
the heck is that?
and it is probably every time I watch it, it's just such a good movie. It's a really just nice movie that you can it's pretty short. You just sit down, watch it, smile the entire way through, and it ends, and you feel good.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's
A witch.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You follow
Just a witch.
You follow a girl witch, and she moves into a new town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best
is it
way.
like
I
a
can
horror
say it.
The
movie?
Miyazaki film. No, it's G-rated.
Oh.
It's like a
it might be PG.
Yeah.
But still, it's not. No, it's not at all. Like, it is like it's a kids movie. It's animated.
It's like a spooky kids movie.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
but
that
it's just
sounds
really
fun.
good.
Yeah.
I really like it.
it's super wholesome.
All
Yeah,
right.
it really is. I've watched it twice with Graham,
Yeah.
or 3 times with Graham.
You've watched it
actually.
3 times with me. You have to watch it with me every single time now. It's required by
Yeah.
law. Or else I'm gonna have to send in the U.S. Marines.
Hey, Alex, did you recommend a movie?
No, I have not.
Do you have a movie that you want to recommend?
Yeah, no, this is a bit of an underrated gem, and I watched it recently in theaters. I think it's the best movie in theaters at the moment, especially since coronavirus is taking us all over.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Nice.
called Brahms the Boy 2. And,
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
god.
very
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
Did you
do
actually
but
watch
if-
it?
Yeah, I did. Because you see,
Yay.
I dragged my friend wanted to see 1917, but I was like, nah. Listen. If I keep doing Kringdings and I keep seeing good movies, then people are just gonna think I give good reviews to everything. So I need to see a piece of shit. And
No, yeah.
Oh my god.
He makes a good point.
This is
That's
some
funny.
ass. This is some ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, it looks horrible.
So you're recommending Brahms the Boy too?
No, I'll recommend Invisible Man instead
Okay.
because I thought that was. I feel like Blumhouse gets too much hate. When in reality, I think they're doing a lot of good stuff. And this is the best Universal monster movie we've gotten. You know, it's certainly better than Tom Cruise's The Mummy. I can say that.
So the Invisible Man is actually good then.
Yeah, it is pretty. I mean, like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's one of the more scary movies I've seen in a long time because there's this whole context to it. Because it's basically a ghost movie, but there's this context of this guy, this ex-boyfriend. He used to beat the shit out of this girl, and he's just like sitting there next to her, and no one knows it. And to me, that's just really scary. And he slaps her around a lot in that too, and it's uncomfortable. It frightens you. And I thought, I mean, it's not perfect. It goes on for too long, and there's some. I'm not gonna lie, there's some dumb shit in there. But other than that, it's a good movie. I feel like everyone should see it. If you like,
I thought the trailer didn't look very good. So if
Same,
it's
that's exactly what it
The trailer
was.
isn't very good.
I
thought the
thought the
trailer
movie was
looked
gonna be
horrible.
garbage. I thought the movie was gonna be garbage because the trailer.
so if it's actually good, I might have to check it out.
I think it's very good.
It's Leigh Whannell, so it's pretty good. It's the upgrade
The
guy
Saw
and the
movie,
Saw guy.
I saw it for Saw. That's a pretty good movie too.
Saw
Aside
is
from the
awesome.
acting.
Yeah.
Aside from the acting, that acting was.
Yeah. It's quite funny at times.
Yes.
But so everybody's gone around. We've talked
But
about
Wait,
my Spies in the
Ethan, did you
Sky
give one?
story.
Yeah, I did Dolomite.
Dolomite. Okay.
That was everyone.
All right.
I have a Spies in the Sky story.
All right. Sure.
Well,
Let's hear
I
it.
don't know. Bobby, you know my good friend Camille.
Oh Jesus.
Well, I was like, bro, you want to just go see a movie? And he's like, sure. I'm like, what do you want to go see? Let's go see Spies in the Skies. I'm like, what? He's like, Spies in the Skies, bro. It'll be fun. And I'm like, all right.
Like, there is not a movie I've wanted to see less.
You know what, Reid?
Will
I had the
Smith?
same answer.
Come
but
on.
Camille would not take no for an answer. So it really hit me the moment I walked up to the ticket person. I was like, one for Spies in the Skies, please. And I just looked at myself. I'm like, I'm a grown ass man going to go see Spies in the Skies. And then we get in the theater, and Camille's like, why are we doing this? I'm like, it's too late now, buddy.
Immediate regret.
And we watched
This
it,
before
and
you'd even
Camille
seen
liked
it.
it. It's kind of just your basic kids movie. It wasn't terrible, but I wanted to slap the shit out of Tom Holland in that movie. He was so annoying.
Who doesn't?
Slap Tom Holland. Yeah, let's give him a big old slap.
Really, the trailer looked really bad for it. I thought. So
Like, I mean, it's not bad. It's just, you know, by the numbers.
It's just a normal kids
Yeah.
movie.
There's nothing of
I-
note to it. It's just animated movie.
I liked it
Yeah.
more when Will Smith wasn't a pigeon.
What? Will Smith, not a pigeon? Woo, pigeon Will Smith. It's gonna be the best part of the movie.
Yeah, Will Smith genie with guns in it.
Exactly.
Yeah. The famous YouTuber Will Smith.
Will Smith's made a comeback.
Doesn't
Except
he have
for
like,
Jump.
when was he ever gone?
Dude, okay, listen.
He vanished
when
You're,
without
you're
a
in
trace.
the
you're
squad-
acting like he had a low point. This man has been had on a high point his entire life.
Ethan, shut up. No. Listen,
Am I
listen
am
to
I
me,
wrong?
you
listen
gotta
to me.
remember,
I've
he was
seen
in Suicide
Squad
Squad
and
2016.
Bright, and those
Yeah, that's his
movies
low
were
point.
terrible. Those were bad.
If you were in Suicide Squad, oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you.
What are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad? I've seen that movie
Squad?
like 3 times because my
I feel
family
bad
liked
for you.
it.
Speaking of Suicide Squad, The
Oh, he was
Lighthouse.
also Lateral Beauty.
That oh my
Oh
god.
no!
I love that
Oh
movie.
my gosh.
Speaking of Collateral
That's so
Beauty,
good.
The Lighthouse
That-
guys. Pretty good movie, right?
That I
Oh,
give
it's
that
literally
solid
one of my
4
favorites.
out of
Is it
5.
gay to kiss your
That
homies
is-
when you're both drunk
What
on
did you
an
guys
island?
think of my segue, the Lighthouse segue?
Dude,
Haha.
that was,
really
that was the
shitty,
worst
but
segue
I
I've
wanna
ever
talk
heard.
about
I know. I take pride in myself too often. So Lighthouse, this is a pretty good movie. Robert Eggers with Willem
Like-
Dafoe, Robert Pattinson. What do you
Like,
guys think?
Mhm.
It
That-
did
I
need
not
to
go
watch
the
it
way it was
again.
gonna go.
it doesn't
But if
feel,
it
someone described it
holds
best
up.
when they said that it doesn't even feel like a movie. It feels like American like folklore.
Mhm.
I'd agree to that.
And it's like
If it holds
it's
up,
one of the most abstract movies I've ever seen, and
yeah,
it's really well done. But I see a lot of Shining influence in it. No, it's not like up to a bad thing, but I definitely see a lot of it in it. And the acting was good, and the cinematography was good. All around, just a really good movie. 4 out of 5.
yeah. It might be one of my favorite movies ever.
Ever?
I need to watch it again,
Yeah, me
but
too.
if it still holds up, I think it might be.
Bro, how about we all watch Lighthouse together? The boys.
We
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
That was it's. I feel like the beginning is. I didn't know what was coming, and the beginning was kind of slow for me. I didn't really know what to expect, so it was just kind of what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like, when is it gonna get to what it wants to do?
I mean, I knew shit was gonna hit the fan. Like,
Well, obviously, I knew stuff happened. Like, the trailers made it like,
Mm-hmm.
do I just spill your beans? And I just a bunch of. But it felt like, for me, not knowing exactly what it wanted to do, it took a little bit to get there.
And
Took
I
a
like-
while.
because I started the movie feeling really bad for Robert Pattinson's character, but as it went along, I'm like, I don't like this guy at all.
I think that's the point.
I mean, I
Yeah.
get that, but anyone, isn't he doing a Nosferatu movie? Robert Eggers?
I think he is.
I think
He might be.
is, yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So what are you guys' theories for the movie?
Reid had a great one when we were.
Tell me your theories.
done with
It's
it.
not unpopular, but it's pretty much Prometheus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the main one.
I think that's the main. I remember coming straight out of the movie theater thinking that that's what it was. By the way, watching it in theater is probably the best way to watch it. If I hadn't watched it in theater, I probably wouldn't have liked it as much.
I
hold on.
wanted to watch it so bad I rented it on YouTube.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
I couldn't find it online.
Prometheus? You mean the Alien prequel?
No, the
I'm
Greek.
done.
the Greek story.
The Greek mythology story where he like gives the gift of fire to humans, and then he gets like his gut pecked out by a bunch of birds for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
It's pretty not epic. Unfunny side up.
It's pretty fun.
I thought Willem
But,
Dafoe.
but
was
I
like
loved it. I loved it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought Willem Dafoe was like some older version of Robert Pattinson. That's why I thought.
Hmm.
That's just
Oh, actually, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
because I don't know. They seem to have a lot of similar qualities
Yeah.
to me. But
And
I don't know.
then-
Maybe
No,
I don't know. I
Willem
don't know.
Dafoe's
It's a weird
amazing.
movie. I need to watch it.
He should. I think he should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
I
He
agree. to
really
that.
should have.
Wait, who else was nominated for Best Supporting Actor
Get
besides?
Anthony Hopkins out of there and replace him with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
That would have been.
Yeah.
Because Two Popes was like made me want to blow my brains out. So
I still want to see it, but
yeah.
the Lighthouse has got to be so much better.
Good luck.
Wait, was Robert Pattinson in hell in that movie? Because that's what I thought.
I don't know. Yeah, that was one of your
maybe,
theories you told me
like
about.
purgatory.
Yeah, I thought he was in some form of purgatory.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I remember when Reid and I saw it in a theater, and when we were done with it, and we got back to my car, I don't think we said another word to each other driving home.
Yeah. We
We were
It took a
completely
little bit.
shocked. We were like,
yeah, no, it was I loved it so much.
we were both completely stunned
So-
for like 10 minutes, and then we didn't say
And then
anything to each
and then we
other.
just started nonstop talking for the rest of the ride home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I either
There's
thought
like
it
a
was
freaking boulder.
we were silent. It was
We
silence when we
immediately
got
jumped
out,
into theories.
and we talked about it, or it was the other way around. I either thought
It was the other way around.
it was the other way around. So yeah, and then we started talking nonstop about what we thought about it.
Yeah.
My only complaint with the movie is I did not like the humor in it.
It was supposed to be fun. Wait, what parts were funny?
I think
Like-
it worked.
All the Willem Dafoe's farting, bro. They're not supposed to take that serious. At least I
I
don't
mean,
think
so.
that just gives the facade that he's like a crazy old man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It worked for me. I thought
Yeah.
it was funny.
I thought it was funny when Robert Pattinson got shit all over his face, but other than that,
I like when Robert Pattinson killed the bird. I thought that was funny. I laughed.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I did too. I thought it was actually funny.
No, I know, but
No, it was
he
really
grabs the
funny.
legs of the bird and just fucking beats the shit out of it.
Dude,
Like I
dude,
destroyed that
bird did not
keyboard.
stand a chance.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny.
Robert Pattinson destroying that bird was me with that keyboard that one day.
Were you having some gamer rage, dude?
No, I took the keyboard by its cord and I just like threw it around and smashing it against the ground
Why?
for a video.
For
Oh, okay.
for
I
Stupid
thought you had
Slowking
gamer
video.
rage.
Stupid
Yeah,
Slowking.
no, I wouldn't do
Subscribe to
that
Stupid
just for
Slowking.
fun.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
but I kind of looked like the villain from Iron Man 2.
What?
There was a villain in
Whiplash.
Iron Man 2.
Whiplash.
Oh, Whiplash.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell's bird. Sam Rockwell hugged out the bird.
Oh, yeah, the bird.
Sam
Alex.
Rockwell is the best part of that movie.
I
Alex.
forgot he was in it.
I never forgot he was in it. He's just so perfect. Speaking of perfect, Uncut Gems.
I was
Okay,
actually just,
wait.
I was just about to.
Graham, I have one request. Please play the Pickle Howard video in post.
Like,
Please.
do you want me to like?
I
clip out-
love that video so much.
I love that video. I love that video so much too, Ethan. I watch it religiously
It's so-
every day.
I know.
Hey,
I turn myself
it's
into a
so funny.
piccolado.
Wait, hold on, guys. Before we do that,
Pickle
real quick,
Howard.
I got one thing.
Oh,
This is for
I
Alex.
knew I could fucking do it.
All right, Alex. I have an image that I might post into this Discord chat, or I might not. Heads or tails?
Is it me saying I don't have AIDS?
Heads or tails?
Is it me saying
Answer
I'm
the
not
question. Answer heads or tails.
Damn it.
Tails.
Tails? Okay.
Yo, wait, I don't even know what it's gonna be. Just
Oh,
go
you
online.
you got lucky. You got lucky. I'll be back soon.
Uh-oh.
What just happened?
I'll be back soon.
All right.
After this segment, after we talk about Uncut Gems, we're gonna flip the coin again.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So Uncut
What is
Gems.
If you get head,
Fucking Harvey
Hold on,
Dent.
Bobby, send me the picture of Snapchat. I won't say what it is, but I want to know it.
no, you don't. It's a surprise, Alex.
I swear, if it's pornographic in any way, shape, or
If
form-
it is a pornographic image,
Oh no, it's worse.
I do not approve.
That's
Worse?
funny.
I don't send nudes to women.
That's kind of one
No,
of
when
those
it's
sentences.
Thank you
where-
so
Thank you
much
so
for
much,
that sentence.
Alex.
That sounds about right. And then you
No
realize
female.
Welcome to
girl
the
wants
Gnawcast,
be-
demonetized.
All right.
that's so funny.
Speaking of naked people,
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
All right, Uncut Gems. This one I've actually seen.
So Uncut Gems.
I love it.
This
I
amazing
love
movie,
it.
right?
I go,
With the
That's
Safdie
like-
brothers and Adam Sandler and a bunch of other people. This movie's
Dude,
one
I
of the
like-
best movies
Yeah.
of the year.
Adam
It's
Sandler
awesome.
turns himself into a pickle.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think it was gonna work, but there's actually a lot of humor in Uncut Gems, and I thought like it was like an Adam Sandler movie, except not at all. Well, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It
And if
was
you've
very good.
watched like the Safdie brothers filmography, it's sort of like all of their signature traits of it being a film by them are there, especially with Howard Ratner as the main character and how he's written and how similar he is to like a lot of the central characters they've written before.
Man, if Willem Dafoe got snubbed, I don't know what you can say about Adam Sandler, because that dude,
Adam
That's
Sandler
ridiculous.
deserved it. So
he deserves it, bro.
I'm so excited for the movie he's gonna make that's intentionally bad.
I am too.
Grown Ups 3. I'm calling it now.
Grown Ups 3.
Straight to Netflix.
Jack
Man,
and
what you
Jill.
mean? The
Jack and
Clump
Jill
movies are
2.
great.
Oh,
Grown
no.
Ups
Yes.
3.
What you mean, bro?
Jack
The
and
Clump
Jill and
movies are
Jane.
great.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Good movie.
Yeah.
They add a third character that Adam Sandler plays in Jack and Jill and Jane.
Wait, who's this third character gonna be played by?
Adam
Adam
Sandler.
Sandler.
Dude, they need to bring back Rob Schneider because he wasn't in the second one. That really made me mad.
It did too. It made me unreasonably mad. Like, who is this not Rob Schreiner guy? Who is he?
We gotta talk about Uncut Gems though.
You know
Let's
what? I
actually
think.
talk about the topic at
All right.
hand.
Well, you know what? I think if
Yeah.
Adam Sandler does make his next intentionally bad movie, I think he should cast himself as Dave in the Alvin and the Chipmunks reboot.
I mean, Adam Sandler does like
And
to
voice
yell at
all
things.
three chipmunks too. He has to voice all three chipmunks.
No, but really though,
Oh
Uncut
my
Gems.
god.
And play a
That
woman
was-
again.
No, but really though, Uncut Gems, that was a really tense movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like it just
That-
starts and it doesn't stop, and like by the end you're like, holy
Oh,
shit, I'm
yeah.
tired.
Those like last 20 minutes is like.
Oh my
It's
god.
almost unbearable.
The fucking ending was I literally had my jaw drop.
And
And
Ethan
the weekend-
Ethan turned to me and asked, "Hey, okay, spoiler alert. Hey, Graham, does Howard Ratner die?" And I was like, "No." And of
I
course,
forget what point in the movie I asked you that.
I think that was when they were on the Blade
I don't
helicopter.
think I heard that.
I remember
Okay,
Ethan
yeah.
saying this because his reaction to the ending of the movie, he was like, "Oh fuck," it was like that.
I do remember your reaction to the ending though. That
Yeah,
was
I
was
forget what point I
perfect.
asked you if he was gonna die.
I think it was like,
No, but dude, The Weeknd had the best cameo of 2019. Getting his ass
He
beat.
banging.
yeah,
I wasn't expecting him to actually like be a character.
yeah. Like,
I
who's this
didn't know he
fucking
was
guy?
in
The
the movie.
Weeknd. Who is he?
He was like he was more of a character than I thought he'd be.
Yeah.
Like I like that it had real world stars in it because it made it feel more grounded.
Hey, I just
Right.
want to I just want to let Julia Fox know I am single. All right, Julia
Like,
Fox. All right.
I don't think
Hit
she
me
is
up.
though.
Julia Fox is
Story.
amazing.
I think Howard's her sugar daddy.
Oh my god.
No, I'm
But no, I thought it was based off a true story because they had like all the real celebrities in there.
yeah. Well, when the Safdies wrote the film, they wanted to include real NBA games in it, but they didn't really know who the famous basketball star was going to be in it. The star changed like 5 or 6 times, and it ended up.
I
with
remember
Kevin
they
Garnett.
were going for a specific person, but
Yeah.
it just didn't.
Do you know who it was originally?
I can't
I
remember
forget.
off the top of my head.
But I know what you because I think Graham, you've seen the exact thing that I'm talking about. But was
Yeah.
it a podcast?
Yeah, it was. Was it the one with Paul Thomas Anderson?
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that one.
but I can't remember. Or I might have seen an interview or something.
There are a bunch of
But
interviews. out
I've
there
watched
for
the
it, yeah.
podcast too.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett
But,
though was really good.
They were gonna get it like another famous basketball player, but it was gonna be from their like the team that they like a lot,
Yeah,
and not from it wasn't gonna be. It's Kevin Durant, right?
It's
guy
Kevin
who plays
Garnett. Kevin Garnett.
it's
What did I
Kevin
say?
Garnett is the guy they ended up
Whatever.
choosing. But I
Garnett.
remember they said they didn't like Kevin Garnett because he was on
Yeah,
the team
they
that their
didn't like
team
Garnett.
lost to. So when they met Kevin Garnett, the first thing Josh said was, "I fucking hate your guts, man."
And they got him to
Yeah,
play Kevin Garnett.
but Kevin Garnett is
Uncut
so good.
He's actually
He's
really well. He's
really
really
good.
well.
He holds
yeah.
up incredibly well with the major scene of the movie with Adam Sandler, the "This Is How I Win" scene. He holds his ground extremely well. It's like he has so many years of experience on him. He's fantastic. Probably my pick for best supporting.
He did perfect.
He was awesome.
I was surprised at how good he was.
Yeah.
It was really good job.
Like the Safdie brothers are just like a household quickly become a household name. I'm just excited to see what they do next.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like
Totally.
I want to see them maybe do like a science fiction. Like I want to see them do something different.
Ooh, a
Daddy
science fiction
Longlegs
thing would be
is-
cool from them.
Yeah, that would be really cool. But their film in 2010, Daddy Longlegs, is sort of like a kind of marriage, like father son drama, that sort of thing
Marriage
from them.
Story.
Kind of
I
like a
still have to
comedy.
see-
I knew somebody was gonna say it.
It's not like Marriage
Well,
Story.
of course it's gonna be me.
It's more like the Meyerowitz
Yeah.
Stories in
fucking
terms
love
of it's
that.
more comedy
It's
based.
funny.
I guys, good time. I've been wanting to see that for so long.
I want to see Good Time too.
Good
Oh, yeah.
Time's a pretty good time. I liked it.
Really, bitch?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've been
Alright.
sending Good Time stuff to Reid for ages because I feel like Good Time will be Reid's favorite movie.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'd like it too.
It has Robert
It's
Pattinson.
got Robert Pattinson.
It has a killer soundtrack. It has
Yeah. The soundtrack for Uncut Gems is also really good.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah,
love
that sounds
the
Yeah, that was a
space
good
sci-fi
soundtrack.
theme.
the soundtrack like made the movie so unique.
Yeah, it gave it like a
Really
dreamy
elevated the
atmosphere.
tense scenes.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it gave me it helped with the dreamy sort of.
Yeah,
That too.
feel.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like doing the really extreme close-ups inside the black oval.
Mhm.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are my favorite.
When when the movie starts out and sets someone's
Yeah, it
ass.
goes. It's in the colonoscopy.
It starts in the middle of a colonoscopy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just it captures how alluring money and fame are.
Yeah,
Because that's
Yeah.
what
And it's interesting where we see both times the opal. The first time we see the opal, it comes out of Adam Sandler, and the last time we see the opal, it goes inside of him. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Huh.
The only other time we see it is with Kevin Garnett when he looks in it. So he gets a glimpse of Howard's kind of special magic that he's kind of working. And by the end, that's sort of overtaken him. And,
Yeah.
you know how it is. It's fantastic.
Speaking of money and fame, Joker's a pretty good movie.
Oh wait, are we segueing next? All right, I gotta preface this with a question.
Oh no.
Hey Alex.
What do you want, Bobby?
Heads or tails? Heads or tails? Call it.
Head.
Heads.
I said
Okay.
head.
Here we go. Ooh, you got lucky again.
Wow.
Oh my
I
god.
heard the coin.
I did too. All right, you guys start talking about Joker. I'll be
right.
back.
Dude,
So-
listen. I don't want to sound
I
like
love
I
Joker.
think-
or like I'm bandwagoning, but I love that movie so much.
It's so good. It deserves.
Like-
I think it deserves all the love.
Yeah, I just keep getting like new meanings every time I see it. I've seen it like 3 times, and there's just a lot of layers to it. I feel like.
And I think it really kind of elevated the whole genre of like movies that are based on superhero characters, because like, I mean, Joker is still a comic book character, but it's not a comic book movie.
No, it's
If that
not. It's
makes
not a
sense.
superhero
Right.
movie.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that when I was gonna go see it. I was like, I didn't know what to expect for this, but it blew me away.
You know what I really want them to do? I
What?
want them to make this part of the DCEU and just make that stupid bitch Jared Leto Joker just like some copycat of Joaquin Phoenix. Because like,
I feel like that could be retconned.
I think
feel
it's
like
better that he just fades
Actually,
out
can
of
we just
existence.
retcon his entire character?
Yeah, he was so bad.
Let's get
He's
rid of
already
Jared
faded
Leto
out
in
of
general.
existence, so.
Are you kidding me? He was one of the most legendary method actors to ever.
Shut up,
Like
Robbie.
Daniel
Oh.
Day-Lewis of Joker.
My
I can't even
God.
say that. I can't even say that with
He's
straight
the
face.
Oh,
worst
but you can
person.
say Steppenwolf's the best villain of all time with straight face.
He is. Objectively. Anyways,
But I really,
one of the most iconic villains of anything, of like comic books, movies, or games, and like managed to take a backstory that's been told so many times and able to do it again and make it just as interesting, if not more, than a lot of the other backstories for this character. And I think it's just something that's incredibly unique to this particular Joker. He doesn't feel like the other Jokers. He feels like his own thing, and I think
Yeah.
that's just something incredible.
It works in the movie's favor, especially changing
It
up the
does.
backstory so much and taking so many liberties with that.
Yeah,
it feels so different from Joker, but at the same time, it feels exactly like a Joker.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, I love some of the commentary. I think it's really good.
Mhm.
I feel like the movie is really about that we're all Joker. Because at first,
we live in society.
I'm the Joker.
We
know,
we
because,
live in a
At
society.
first,
We live
I
in a
didn't like the
goddamn
dark
society.
comedy, but as I keep watching it, I find it funnier and funnier, and that's kind of what Joker does in the movie. I'm like, I don't know if that's on purpose, but that's a really meta experience.
Haha.
I don't know. It's
I think
just
one of the
Sorry, you
funniest
can go ahead.
one of the funniest things about the movie, at least to me, was actually the portrayal of like the media in the movie, because it like exactly mirrored how the media acted.
Yeah.
Because the media was like, they were creating this whole false narrative about there's gonna be this big shooting in the theater and like it's gonna be awful. They were almost anticipating it. And then in the movie, when Joker killed those 3 guys, I mean, it was just really out of self-defense, except for the last one when it was like a straight up murder.
Yeah.
And they managed to turn it into like this class warfare thing. They blew it completely out of proportion.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
so
agree.
like they proved the Joker right. They proved that movie right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were spot on. Like
I-
in the weirdest way.
And even like that's pretty much just what happened with the movie itself, like how the media viewed the movie.
Exactly.
I think it's also
That's
interesting how the movie mirrors the director Todd Phillips' experience with him and his comments about woke culture and how the media sort of pushed him into this corner like, oh, Todd Phillips can't make these comedy movies anymore. So Todd Phillips is like, whatever, I'm gonna make Joker, and he made Joker. And in my opinion, the movie Joker is a representation of Todd Phillips as a filmmaker, which is awesome. It's my favorite.
See?
Favorite way to see the movie.
I'm still waiting for another one where he makes The Hangover again.
Hangover 4?
But do you guys
Yep.
want a Joker 2?
No.
Not really.
No.
I can what Batman's like in this universe, so.
I mean, I would want a good sequel, but I don't know how you could do a good sequel.
I'm worried they'd milk it since it was
The
one.
Dark
I don't
Knight's
know
a
how
pretty
you
good
could.
sequel. The Dark Knight is.
But they were saying from the very beginning that they didn't think it was going to have a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I don't think there will be one.
well, I mean, this movie was like it was the most. It's so profitable for like such a
Right.
low budget movie,
Yeah.
and I think it's like it made the most money out of like any
Yeah,
rated R movie.
I think
Ever.
it is.
The
Definitely.
movie made $1 billion, and Todd Phillips himself is getting $100 million out of all of that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard that Joaquin Phoenix said he'd make another one.
Oh, yeah, Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips. I think they both said they were considering a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said Joaquin said that he was open to it. I think Phillips is a little less open to it.
That's interesting. I haven't
Yeah.
heard that from him. I thought he was on board for a sequel.
Yeah, I thought, I thought both
Maybe I'm
Joaquin-
wrong.
I thought both Phoenix and Phillips were on board of it.
That's
We're not-
interesting.
We're not talking about the Joker sequel, boys. We're talking about the Joker.
Yeah, we're talking about Joker the
Whatever.
movie.
I love
Um,
the soundtrack, especially for
Oh yeah,
Joker.
the soundtrack was good.
That definitely deserved it. It
Oh
won an
my god,
Oscar.
she was amazing.
She was
Hildur
absolutely amazing.
Gunadottir.
Hildur
I don't know how to say her name.
Gudurdur.
So I'm not
Like
gonna try.
him
but-
dancing down the steps is like one of my favorite movie scenes of the year.
I hate that scene.
What?
That scene is so goofy.
I know. I knew it was coming too.
It's so
Yeah, I did too.
goofy. Come on.
Nah, because like he starts the movie climbing up the steps. which
It
is, like,
literally
no.
is the song that they play and like sport events.
I can't
And then after
decide
they
if
have
it's.
to
He's
go
happy,
into-
bro. He's vibing.
Can
down
you
those
imagine if
stairs.
they'd done Sweet Caroline though?
That would suck.
I feel like
Like,
there are
they
so
could
many
do-
other
they could do
songs they could
worse
have chose
songs.
that
Yeah,
would have
They
enhanced
could
that
have
scene.
chosen so like many worse songs than that. But I mean, but what I was
So
saying
many
about
better
the
songs
he
too.
did the soundtrack for Chernobyl as well, and
Oh wow.
both Chernobyl and Joker have some of the best soundtracks from the entirety of last year.
Oh yeah, Chernobyl
yeah.
especially. Chernobyl is
Nuts.
impressive.
Chernobyl is amazing.
Oh.
I love Chernobyl.
Can
I
I-
will keep praising it till the end of time.
Can I say that like if there was a category for like best trailer, I think Joker should definitely be like on there.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that
I th-
trailer.
Really?
That first trailer.
I think
is
there
so
is a
good.
smaller award. There was like a smaller, not like televised really award show that are dedicated to that. Actually,
Yeah.
Trailers.
I don't
trailers
know
can
where I
make or
read
break
that.
a movie,
No, there
honestly.
is. It's a trailer award show, I think, for like
yeah,
editing
they
trailers.
actually are.
It's pretty
There
cool.
actually is like a trailer awards thing.
Yeah.
But I know basically nothing about it, but I do know it exists.
Yeah.
So there you go. It
So-
like the Joker trailer was absolutely amazing. Though.
So, would you guys like to move on?
Yes, I
Yeah.
would.
Joaquin Phoenix deserved the
Would
Oscar.
you like,
Again.
Alex? Would you like to move on? Come on, Alex.
It's
Tails?
so ominous, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
why.
The tails. All right. Here we go. Ooh, you got heads. Unlucky. Here we go.
Is he gonna send it?
Oh, I'm sending it right
So I don't
now.
even
Oh my
know.
gosh! Oh no!
What are you gonna send?
Oh no.
Oh no!
That's
Not
not the worst.
Johnny Flash.
Johnny Flash.
That's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
I thought it was
Johnny
gonna work.
I thought it was gonna be much worse.
Okay,
That
we'll
was
do one more.
alright.
I'll find something worse. All
No,
right.
thank you.
That
No,
could have
thank
been
you.
much worse. I thought that was gonna be horrible.
All right, I'll
I was
find something
expecting
worse.
Johnny Flash level.
All right, I'll find something one more, and we'll do one more coin flip of Alex at the end of this.
All right, so I figured
Ooh,
for this
this is good.
segment of the podcast, we could talk about what we think are some of the best movies of 2019, aside from the ones we've already talked about. So like The Lighthouse, Uncut
aside
Gems,
from those?
Joker. Yeah.
Okay, well then I've got nothing. No. I mean, we did.
I mean, we
most
can
of the movies
brief-
did
we
talk
can
about
briefly
were
mention them.
Really good.
Like Uncut
check.
Gems, I thought was one
No,
of the
it's
best of the
fine.
year. But like,
On the real, I got one.
all right, Alex, go.
1917.
1970.
I really want to see that one.
Like, it's just such a visceral experience,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes commentary on just like how pointless and how small one soldier is in a war.
Mhm.
And even the moments where you're sneaking around, you can just like feel it just being dragged
It's
out.
so good.
And the cinematography is fantastic. And like people complain about the story, but I feel like the characters were just simple so that you could like get in them and just be the character instead of like watching it, if you get what I'm saying. It's kind of like a video game. It's kind of like a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the action was great, cinematography was great. It was just it's the best movie I've seen here. It was so that and Joker, it's just unreal.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got two movies,
Uh-oh.
and
Alright.
I think they're about as unequal as you can get. First of all, we got Parasite. All right.
Uh-oh. I know what the
Parasite
second one is.
was really good.
And then the second one is Detective Pikachu.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Oh,
expecting
Ethan, you
that?
surprised me. Ethan, you surprised
I
me.
haven't
Wait,
seen either
wait,
of
what
them.
were you expecting? What were you expecting?
Marriage Story.
Oh, I love Marriage Story, but I want to talk about the contrast with like.
I guess that's
I
true.
think it's hard to distinguish between Parasite and Marriage Story because they're both really, 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 really good.
Yeah.
Well, what you mean isn't Pikachu a masterpiece?
I fucking love Detective Pikachu. All right, first of all, disclaimer: it's kind of story-wise, it's kind of garbage, and then every scene with Lucy and Howard.
Wait, his name
also
is Howard?
garbage. Howard, yeah.
Howard?
Howard.
I don't
No,
remember this.
I think
Why
it's
don't I
it's
remember
the
this?
old guy. It's the old guy.
Oh.
He is absolute. Oh my god. Just calm down, Jesus.
Howard. You got my money, Howard? Howard.
Yeah, Howard.
Howard.
Clifford. Like, but the thing that makes it for me is Ryan Reynolds, Justice Smith, and the soundtrack and the goddamn visual effects. Holy shit.
I still need
think-
to watch it.
I absolutely love just looking at the movie.
It's so
It's-
pretty.
So pretty. And
I
I
was
got
gonna
actually
see
got
it,
I
but
got
my
to
friend
see
got
it.
scared.
I got to see it in 3D with Graham,
Yeah.
and it was so good.
And we
like,
got
it
Pokemon
just-
packs too.
Yeah,
Dog
we got
packs.
little Pokemon packs.
Yeah.
And like, I think it should have got nominated for
Visual effects, yeah. I
visual
agree.
effects. Like, it
Is
Honestly.
it like Blade Runner meets Pokemon?
kind of.
Kind of.
That's
Because
a
it
little
looked
bit
kind
of
of
a
Blade
stretch.
Runner-esque.
Yeah,
You give it
but
too much
it's-
credit to the story.
And then Parasite is just like freaking Parasite. It's
Yeah.
goddamn amazing. Like
And I still need
soundtrack,
to watch Parasite.
directing.
I
It's
love
I gotta
Parasite.
see it too.
Parasite's
It's
awesome.
so good,
Pretty
dude.
great.
And it's such a big move for. Like
But
South
I'm
Korea's
so
been
glad.
knocking it
I'm
out
so
the
glad
park.
I'm so glad the Oscars were like, wow, this is actually good. Let's actually
Mhm.
give it instead of just fucking Once Upon a Time in
Okay,
Hollywood.
so guys, one of my
Yeah,
favorite
that
movies of the
movie
year,
wasn't
Once
that
Upon a
good.
Time Hollywood. So good.
Fuck you.
Guys, I love
I
Tarantino.
still-
He
he
left.
left.
He left. I love the
I think
feet.
not gonna-
I love all
I
the
think
feet.
he literally put that in his bottom. Didn't you put
I
that at
love
the
the
very
feet.
bottom of your 2019 ranked?
Yes.
I love the feet
Wait, you-
in the
you
movie.
hate that
The
movie?
feet are awesome.
I fucking
the
hate
feet
that
were
movie.
great. I loved Margot Robbie feet.
Oh my god.
Bro, them feet pics? Oh yeah.
top 10 feet in Once Upon a Time Hollywood. Let's go.
Graham,
What?
no.
Yes.
Yo, before Margot Robbie got casted, Quentin Tarantino, he was like, "Let me see a picture of your feet."
I am
That's probably
Dan
what he
Schneider.
did. That's probably what he did.
I am Dan Schneider.
I am
And
Dan
you're watching
Schneider.
Disney Channel.
All right, but I thought it was a well done movie, and I think maybe I'd like it more if I saw it again. But I thought it was good, but I don't think it's the best movie of the year.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's just me. But I did like Brad. I thought all the performances were excellent, especially Brad Pitt, who
I thought it was
he was
pretty
in Ad
exceptional.
Astra.
He
Ad
kills
Astra.
his wife.
Ad Astra is not getting talked about enough.
Fucking
Ad
killed his
Astra was
wife.
good.
I saw Graham and I saw the very first 30 minutes of Ad Astra, and then we didn't get to finish it.
I've never.
That's why
I haven't finished it still.
I don't want to see it
Yeah,
because space
neither
is
have I.
terrifying to me.
it's so good.
Alex loves it a lot.
Yeah, I still want to watch it. Um,
Mr. Kringding.
Yes.
okay. My
Before we-
favorite movies of 2019.
I
I
got
really
one.
liked Booksmart.
Booksmart.
What'd you like?
Booksmart.
I
was
still
good.
need to
Booksmart.
watch that. I need to
Oh,
watch that.
Booksmart.
I thought Booksmart was really good.
I haven't seen that yet.
So there's
Yeah,
just
I
there's
re-
this little movie.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Reid. Did I?
That's
Wait.
fine.
No.
Go ahead.
No, you gotta go. You gotta talk about Booksmart. I'm whatever. Never mind. There's this little movie.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know
called-
what else I was gonna say. The acting's really good. There you go.
You might even say it's real cinema. It's called The Irishman,
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, I have not seen that.
and that's
but you
that's
know
not-
what I'm talking about.
really?
I understand. Well, I understand why. It's 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's why it
It
took
is.
forever.
No, the real
That's why it
reason
took
I
forever
haven't
to finish
seen
it.
and
it
Reid
is
and I
because-
saw it in a
no.
theater.
No,
Yeah.
the real reason
God.
I haven't seen it is because I forgot my Netflix password.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Just like you forgot your letterbox password.
Yep, very much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah,
But,
I've seen it twice now.
But anyway, The Irishman is just, it's awesome. Every frame is perfect. Every performance is perfect. I love it.
Mhm.
It's incredibly well written. It's in my opinion, it's objectively the best film of 2019. My favorite would have to be John Wick 3, but I think that's the best.
John Wick 3
I-
is really good.
Yeah,
John
you
Wick
haven't
3
talked
is-
about John Wick 3.
So good. John Wick 3 is
I think
awesome.
Martin Scorsese's like one of the few people who can make like a 3-hour film and make it like really work well.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
like Casino, which was like probably
Well, Zack
like 3
Zack
minutes,
Snyder
3
did
hours
that for
too.
Batman v Superman.
But did it work well? Did it work well?
I
No, it
just
didn't.
watched that like 2 days ago. Honestly, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay at best.
Well, the,
The
there's all
Irishman's exceptional.
Jesus symbolism.
Yeah, the Irishman's good.
Alex, before we move on,
I don't think we're
We're
moving
gonna
on
flip-
just yet, Robert.
flip the coin. Best of
No.
3, Alex.
Wait,
Best
wait,
of 3.
wait,
Ethan
wait,
hasn't
wait.
talked about Marriage Story yet.
Best of 3, Alex.
Ethan's favorite movie.
I love
Alright.
Marriage Story. I love.
Call it, Alex.
All right, well, I'll let the coin flip.
Okay.
Heads.
Ed's. All right.
Oh, I got a coin. Oh God.
Okay, you got lucky. Round 2.
No, shut up, Bobby.
I said
Alright.
best of 3. I said best of 3.
All right. Ethan, do you want to briefly talk about Marriage Story?
Yeah, Marriage Story. I absolutely. It's like it's definitely not for everybody. Like it's a drama, and it's a drama based in reality. And I understand like how people don't like it, but I absolutely love it. It
Yeah.
literally oozes charm, and like Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson are so good. I still think that Scarlett Johansson should have won Best Supporting Actress.
Best
'Cause
actress, in my
either
opinion.
either in Jojo Rabbit or Best Actress. Or
She's
what-
so good in
Jojo Rabbit Marriage Story. But like I was on Spotify and I looked up the soundtrack, and it's just like they've got soundtracks for like What About I Love About Charlie and What I Love About Nicole, and it's just like
Those are so beautiful. I was listening to those outside
they're
of film
so
too.
pretty.
They're so
and-
beautiful.
The ending is literally it made me cry, and I want to rewatch it again because it's just
There's a
Oh my
moment near the
God.
end that almost made me cry, but it wasn't really like anything was going on. It was after they all went into the bathrooms to change into the Beatles costumes, and Adam Driver was just walking around.
just stuck there. He was
And-
just there.
yeah, he was just walking. He was about to walk into the bedroom. That's where I about cried.
And it's all it makes you feel for each of them, and that's how divorce is. There's not usually one side is
Yeah,
better than the other. They're both in pain and they're both suffering, and
yeah.
it's a painful movie, but it's so good, and it's why it's my favorite. This is my
Yeah.
favorite movie of 2019.
Although Reid and I were rooting for Charlie the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
No, I wasn't. Not the entire time.
almost the entire time.
But
After
to
the
be
first 10
honest,
minutes.
really, I love Adam Driver so much though.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm
He's-
a little
he's-
biased.
He has such a charm.
Every movie he's in, he's usually the best part.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like all the. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but
Don't bring
I'm
it
just
up.
gonna bring it up.
okay.
Don't.
I
No.
did actually like Star Wars. I'm sorry.
I've been rewatching.
Hey,
I rewatched.
actually
hey,
like
it's
the
not
Skywalker.
like he likes Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
Well,
That's
okay.
a crime. It's punishable by death.
This morning I watched Last Jedi for the first time.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
ugh.
kind. It was a little but it was kind of a.
To be honest, I mean, The Last Jedi, it worked a lot better when I watched it again. Like I didn't.
It worked a lot worse
It
when I
was
watched
better
it
when
again.
I watched
That's
it
what I
again.
thought.
I
Really?
need to rewatch
Yeah.
it.
It got better when I watched it again.
The parts kind of fall apart when
Um,
I watched it again. In my
There's
opinion.
there's just some writing choices in that one just don't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
like
I
what
get
they
that.
did.
Fair.
I
Yeah,
like what
that's
they
fair.
did with Luke.
And for
but
me, I
didn't like
can't
what they did with
stand
Finn
that
and
in a
Poe.
movie.
Yeah.
What?
Like, to me, I mean, we're talking about Rise of Skywalker here, but for me, like, it's also kind of the thing, like, Rise of Skywalker is just like Last Jedi, where it's not just a bad Star Wars movie, it's also just a bad movie.
Ooh.
I really just
I
need
like
to
what-
watch it again.
I
I
like
think.
what they did with Luke. I thought that was really good, but I did not like what they did with like Finn and Poe. I feel like they just kind of let them sit around doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like I'm the only one I think out of this group that liked it as much as I did. So I wonder if I'd like it a lot less if I watched it again.
I mean,
Just-
no, you're allowed to have.
because
your
I
own opinion.
think-
They're- at the end
Have
of the
your own
day, they're
opinion.
I
sort
think
of
I
just
got
fun
caught up
actors.
in the theater because in the theater I was super into it.
Are you talking about Rise of
Yeah.
Skywalker? I
Yeah.
liked Rise of Skywalker.
I have not seen.
Well, I
Rise of
mean,
Skywalker.
I literally gave it a 9 out of 10.
I gave it a 7. I liked it, Reid. What's your
I
deal?
literally
Reid.
I think I gave it like a
Marriage Story
4.
an 8,
Reid,
Let me,
and
I was
gave
there with
Rise
you.
of Skywalker a
I
9.
was right
What-
next
what-
to you.
what did I give it? Let me check. I think I gave it like a 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think you gave it a 4.
I was there with you when Babu Frick came on screen, and I laughed so hard I cried.
You lost it at Babu Frick.
Babu Frick.
Babu Frick is
It
No,
was
I-
really
I
funny.
didn't-
Favorite character.
I
Have you
hate it.
seen who voices Babu Frick, by the way?
Is it a woman?
Hold on.
Yes.
I called Babu Frick high pitched Joe Pesci.
You did.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think
And I
that's
thought that was funny.
accurate. Hey, Babu Frick.
We were still talking about Marriage Story, and then I kind of went into Star Wars.
No,
but
I was
Marriage
done
Story.
with
yeah.
the story.
Marriage
Well,
Story-
Kylo Ren
yeah,
is
but
one of the best.
I want to
Star
watch
Wars
Marriage Story again.
I
It didn't
did
really
too.
hit very well. I don't think it hit the right notes for me the first time, and I think I just wasn't in the right mood when I watched it the first time. So I want to watch it again.
Yeah, I mean it's no Meyerowitz Stories, but yeah, it's good.
Especially because like literally everything is pointing to me loving it, but I just didn't for some reason.
Yeah,
So
One thing about Star Wars though, Kylo Ren I think is one of the best Star Wars characters.
oh, I agree.
I agree.
I think if they
Yeah.
got anything right, it was Kylo Ren. He was good.
His art.
Yeah,
was
he's probably
awesome.
one of my he's probably my favorite out of the new trilogy.
It's no contest for me. He's my favorite.
What
yeah,
about General
no,
Hux? dude?
yeah.
All the other characters
I mean,
are like,
I like the actor for General Hux.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
what's
Quite a
his
bit.
face?
Gleason.
Dom Hunkley's. I
yeah,
love him.
I really, he's really
wish it-
good in
I wish it
Ex
treat-
Machina, and
Mhm.
he's been in a Black Mirror episode as well.
Oh.
Honestly, like Kylo Ren's arc in this whole trilogy is just way better than any of the other characters. This trilogy honestly should have been about him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, I know. I kind of want to see what the original plans were because I know that didn't Ryan Johnson just kind of mess everything up?
somewhat.
That's what they want you to
He-
think.
it's
Yeah,
it's kind of like
They didn't have
so
a plan for the
So
beginning.
there's a trilogy, right? And then so this one guy makes the first one, and then the second guy is like, okay, I could do this, and then just changes a few things, and then the same guy does the third one. He's like, oh, I gotta fix what this guy's done.
Well, it was
Mhm.
originally supposed to be Colin Trevorrow who was going to make the third one,
Oh,
the Jurassic World guy, and then he got fired.
Oh shit.
And then it was J.J.
And
Abrams.
that's
He's
the
like,
problem.
oh,
I like,
shit.
I
What am I
like
supposed to
Jurassic
do
World
now?
too.
Like honestly, I know J.J. Abrams is really generic, but I feel like he would have done. It would have been better if they just had him do all 3 movies.
Yeah, I agree.
Then-
It
then
would at least
it'll
be
be like
somewhat
one person
consistent.
Because like all the originals were directed by George Lucas. Oh no, wait, no, they weren't. Never mind.
No.
But he had
No,
like
they weren't.
I think
Yeah,
they're all
like a
written by him,
big
though.
hand in the production.
Yeah, no, he produced and wrote all of them, but he didn't direct all of them.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
bad. That was my bad.
No,
Well,
I
I
mean
feel
like
like-
it's not that big of a deal. He was still a major part in all 3.
I
Yeah.
feel like J.J. Abrams, like, I feel like he should have been more involved in Last Jedi. Just like pump the brakes on like what Ryan Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ryan Johnson like isn't a bad director. I saw Knives Out and that was pretty good.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like Knives Out.
Brick is
Yeah,
awesome. I love Brick.
It's just like, I just don't like, for example, like the only reason Palpatine even got brought back is just because Ryan Johnson killed Snoke, even though the story he
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to be
I-
dead.
I
Yeah.
still don't like that.
Why
That's
did he
something
do
that-
that?
That's something that still does annoy me about the Last Jedi that I still don't like is how they handled that.
I thought it was
Yeah.
cool.
I know.
Really annoys me.
And then I realized, oh wait, what are they gonna do after this?
So I mean, but
Exactly.
like, what I kind of justified it when I watched it again because I was like, okay, it's just kind of a part of Kylo Ren's arc,
Yeah,
but
but
still,
Yeah.
it still feels so dumb.
wasn't Kylo Ren supposed to be the villain for Rise of Skywalker in like some of the original like storyboards or whatever?
Yeah.
They should have stuck with that.
I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine with Kylo Ren and Rise
Yeah.
of
Wait,
Skywalker.
what were you gonna say?
Except
What's
when they
Kylo Ren
kiss.
really supposed to be?
Fuck that.
I said I thought that Kylo Ren was supposed to be the villain instead of Palpatine originally
Oh yeah.
for
No.
Rise of Skywalker, which would have been more consistent, somewhat.
The moment
Yeah.
I realized I was in for something not great was when Luke milked that.
Milked
I was
the
like, yeah,
tin.
this is gonna be this. I'm in. I don't know how this is going now.
See, I hated those scenes when I watched it the first time, and then I actually really liked them the second time. Like all the scenes with Luke.
I like what they did with
milk the
Luke because
cow.
like I liked his arc. There's like, why do we need this scene of him milking this cow? It's so weird and gross.
Oh, it is weird though. Oh, yeah, that specific one is really bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and also Rey is just too powerful for me. Like nothing.
Yeah.
There's no challenge for her. I get why she beat Kylo Ren in like the first movie, because like he got injured and stuff like that. So he just fought Finn. So I got that. But then she's like taking on like those throne room knights. I'm like, dude, they should be kicking her ass right now.
Oh yeah, or like how she beat like Palpatine. Luke couldn't even beat Palpatine. They had to
Well,
take
you
Darth
pull out,
Vader.
Fair
like,
point,
electric
actually.
lightsaber.
Or
Yeah.
like, or no, the biggest part. About
Yeah,
it,
it's like a
the most,
lightsaber.
where it was in Force Awakens when first off she knew Han Solo's shit better than he did,
Yeah, that was
And-
stupid.
and then she used a Jedi mind trick without ever having any Force training. I'm like, this is the dumbest.
Did she actually did she know about the Millennium Falcon better than he did, or did she just know about or just ships in general?
Like
She lived
either
on a
way,
desert
I
planet.
I
think
don't
it's
remember how that scene went.
Either way, I think it's
Either-
stupid.
Either way, she lived on a desert planet her entire life and like never left. There's like little to no way she could know how things like that would work.
Or like,
And-
especially
like,
when it's
I mean,
Han
I could get it if
Solo
she was
who
a-
has that shit forever.
Wasn't she taking stuff?
I mean, I
like,
could get,
wasn't she like getting everything out of the big ship at the very beginning of the movie?
oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but, like,
she's
a
a
Star
she's a
Destroyer is not
scavenger.
from the
She's a
Millennium
scavenger, not a
Falcon.
She's a
pilot.
scavenger.
Though.
That's a fair
She-
point. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
I mean,
Also-
she could know what the parts are, but she might
It's
not know
weird,
exactly how to
it is
move
weird
them.
how-
Yeah.
I don't know how she just. Yeah, you're right though. I
Because
don't know how
plot.
she just kind of knew how to fly a
Ray does what-
spaceship.
Also,
Ray
is it
does
just
what the
me?
plot demands.
Yeah.
Also,
For
is it
every
just
single
me?
movie.
Oh, guys, also, is it just me or does the Last Jedi just pull Force abilities out of its ass?
Yes.
whenever-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then J.J. Abrams had to run with those for Rise of Skywalker. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, force like teleportation. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Force
Force
healing.
Skyping.
Yeah.
No, but
Healing.
I like the fight scenes in that too. I thought the fights in Last Jedi were pretty good.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I just really can't get over the fact they brought back Palpatine. I mean, sure, I love Sheevy, but
I'll be
Bring-
completely honest.
seeing him back, it totally undoes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I love it though.
Palpatine.
Now,
Yeah.
I get it,
knew-
but
I'm
at the
glad.
same
the
time, I
moment-
love Palpatine so much.
Yeah.
Oh
Even
yeah, it's
when
a
they
double
first
it's a
started
double-edged
advertising.
sword because I love Sheevy as much as the next guy, but it also undoes like everything else.
Yeah. I also
Yeah.
remember.
I knew the moment they were like advertising they're bringing Palpatine back. I'm like, you guys have like no plan.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Exactly. As
Oh,
soon as
what
I
a-
heard him laugh.
What about the little incident at the end of the movie? You know, the little session there.
Ooh, yeah.
Right, with Kylo
Yeah.
and Rey.
End
Wow.
me.
Remember?
Wait, what
Yeah.
happens? Do they kiss?
No, I
End
yeah.
my life.
No,
That's-
I love I love how Disney went into like full damage control mode, saying, "Oh, the kiss between them wasn't romantic." Bullshit.
Man,
what?
They actually did that. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
you
they
mean,
did that.
dude? Me
I
and
didn't know
Bobby
that.
make
I
out
know.
all the time in Soccer Man.
Kiss your homies, bro.
Yeah, come on. Kiss your
You
homie
gotta give your
goodnight.
homie a little kiss, dude.
Kiss your homie goodnight. that's all it was. Ray was kissing her homie, you know?
Yeah,
of
but
course.
with nobody else around. And she
Yeah,
was going
nobody's
full
around.
tongue.
Kiss her homie goodnight.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
exactly. Full
Yeah.
tongue.
Full tongue.
Slightest.
Isn't
Totally.
Ryan Johnson doing
100% platonic.
I can't wait until this podcast is over so I could just sit down and be happy when I watch Kiki's Delivery Service for the 4th time.
Guys, what do you
Wait,
think
hey,
that
isn't
Ray
Ryan
did
Johnson
with
doing a
Kylo's
Star
dead
Wars
body?
trilogy?
What do you think she did
It
with
disappeared.
Kylo's dead body?
I'm-
Kylo's
I-
body
Can we
disappeared.
please let's drop this conversation.
All right, guys.
Wait,
All right, guys.
Isn't Ryan Johnson doing a Star Wars prequel trilogy or something?
He is.
I don't know.
He's also doing
He
another
is,
Knives
but-
Out
Oh gosh,
Well, I
I
heard
don't know.
it was going to be
with Blanc.
completely not connected to the Star Wars, the
I don't
Skywalker
know
trilogy,
how I
or the
feel about
Skywalker
that.
saga, which I don't know how that's going to work.
Oh, hey, we
Like,
can't.
They said it wasn't going to have anything to do with that,
I
which
don't- I
makes
don't
it
care.
sound like it's going to be like a Mandalorian type thing.
Like,
Yeah, which I'm honestly
Well,
I'm fine
The
with.
Mandalorian is actually good.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. See,
Like-
okay,
I will
some
provide
of the
you every-
Mandalorian episodes are bad.
Nah,
Sorry.
I
Yeah.
disagree with you.
Some
I
of them are
disagree.
bad.
I disagree, Reid. I completely disagree.
But a lot of it's good.
At least
There
The
are like
Mandalorian is
one or
consistent.
two episodes that just
The Last
suck.
Jedi is so incoherent sometimes. It's awful.
who do you think? I feel like they should give the Russo brothers a chance to do a Star Wars movie. I think that'd be good.
Yeah. Or
I'm
the
sorry,
Safdie
I do
brothers.
agree.
Gave
I
John
think we need
Favreau a chance with The Mandalorian, and he obviously killed it. So
Wait,
Yeah.
who was that?
John Favreau,
Yeah.
Oh no, I
he
feel
did
like
the Iron Man. He did a lot of Marvel stuff.
I
He
kinda
made the
want
new
to move
Lion
away
King
from the Skywalker
2018.
saga too.
2019.
Because I feel like there has to be more Star Wars stories than just another Skywalker doing something.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a big
How
world.
long have we talked about Star Wars compared to other stuff?
Then we start. How you go from Marriage Story to Star Wars?
Kylo Ren.
Wait a minute.
Because
Adam
I brought
Driver.
it up. And Adam Driver.
You know, I
Adam
just
Driver.
realized. I just realized something.
Uh-huh.
Saddam Hussein looks a lot like Stalin.
Same.
This is random.
Wait. So you're saying that the Iraq War is
They're the
just
same-
another
They're the same person.
Welcome to the Gnawcast.
my
We start
God.
with Discord support, end with the Iraq War.
guys?
Okay,
Guys, you don't
so
understand.
I think
Dick
we should end
Cheney
this.
caused the Iraq War.
Okay, wait.
Dick
We can't.
Cheney
We can't
be
end it
done.
just yet. We need to do one more thing. You know what I'm talking about, Alex.
All right, let's flip this coin.
Okay. All right. Call it.
Tails.
All right. Eat shit, Alex. Here we go.
Johnny
Here we
Flesh
go.
too.
Johnny Flesh 2.
Ah!
Uh,
hate that. I hate that.
I hate that one,
dude, and
That
the
so
craziest
much,
but it's
dude.
really
that
funny.
The
It is.
people watching this are gonna have no idea what we're talking about.
I hate this.
For those of
yeah.
you who are listening to
No,
this,
no,
is,
don't even explain it.
Don't explain it. Don't explain it. They don't want to know.
You're gonna get demonetized.
It's a picture of my father. It's a picture of my
What?
dad.
Oh my god.
Everybody's
Steve Harvey.
End
Should we just
our
end it on that
pain,
note?
please.
On that.
Graham.
okay.
Cut the stream. Cut the stream.
No, we got to do the outro.
End our pain. Oh my god.
That's not what I meant, but that's okay. That's pretty groovy. It's
What's
pretty
the
that is
outro?
Okay. So, for next episode, we're all gonna watch the Meyerowitz stories, right?
That's the plan.
Right.
Yeah, we can do that.
Anybody else have a recommendation?
Super Dark Times.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
Nope.
one. And that one's also on Netflix too.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's-
So, all right.
what
let's
is it?
see. Dark Knight. We can talk about Dark Knight.
Oh, I haven't seen The Dark Knight.
Uh-huh.
Have you not?
I saw it when I was
Um,
like 5.
Yes, please.
Oh,
Let's watch
yeah.
the Dark
I want to
Knight.
watch. I want to rewatch The Dark Knight because things.
So we will
What things?
we will attempt to try to talk about all three Super Dark Times, Dark Knight, Meyerowitz stories in the next episode of the Gnawcast. Does that sound?
And when will this
Alright.
next episode be?
Ah.
Yeah, guys. All right. This is the end of the
All right.
Gnawcast. Now that's hot.
I knew I could fucking do it. Oh, you wondering where my voice is coming from? Come here, come to the table. See the pickle? Flip it over. Look at me. I'm Pickle Howard, I'm a fucking pickle. I can't fucking believe this. Holy shit.